Welcome everyone, Triangle Strategies. So we're gonna jump in this. So how I'm gonna do the recordings is it's gonna be by chapter base. Um, there's a lot of chapters I hear, so we're gonna do chapter base. So I can't really give you like X amount of time how long it's gonna last per episode, which is gonna be per chapter. But let's dig in. So Triangle Strategies I hear is pretty much like your tactical, turn-based, kind of like Final Fantasy Tactics, with a mix of kind of like Final Fantasy Tactics, but with the Ogre. I think it's called Ogre's Reborn, which I have. I still haven't beat it. I played some of it. Probably gonna do a video on that too, kind of like just a playthrough. So so if you like the video, just stick around. You'll be seeing a lot more of it regardless. So let's dig in, see what's about. I hear the storyline's really rich and good, and that there's multiple different paths you could take, which I find that really interesting. Might do multiple playthroughs. I don't know. Depends how much I like it. But let's dig in. Alright, so I've played Suikoden Tactics, Final Fantasy Tactics I have on my phone. And I've played a little bit of Ogre Tactics. And I played Dynasty Warriors Tactics 1 and 2. You know what? Let's go hard. Why not?
On the faraway continent of Norzelia, three mighty powers reigned.
Hard will give us more of a, feel for the game, give us more of that strategy-based play instead of just, oh, well, let's just buff our characters to max level and run through it. Kind of like what you can do on Final Fantasy Tactics. I don't know if you can do that on Ogres. And I'm pretty sure you can't do that on Suikoden Tactics either. I know you can on Dynasty Warriors Tactics.
The kingdom of Glenbrook, through which runs the mighty Norzelia River, bringing flourishing trade. The Grand Duchy of Esfrost, a land of ice and snow beneath which slumbers rich veins of iron. And in the desert, the holy state of Hyzant, home to the lake from which is harvested the salt essential to life. With each nation controlling one vital resource, conflict between these three powers was all too common. Minor disputes and skirmishes gave rise to fierce battles, and before long, the realm was engulfed in a bloody conflict that would rage on for years. Many died in what came to be known as the Salt Iron War. Brought to their limits and facing their mutual demise, the three powers at last negotiated a truce. The Norzelia Consortium is formed, a neutral organization that oversees fair trade of iron and salt. Finally, peace came to the realm. 30 years pass. Now, a new bond is set to be formed between the Grand Duchy of Esfrost and House Wolffort of Glenbrook, whose power in the kingdom is second only to that of the royal family itself.
Chapter 1, a young hawk soars.
Lord Serenoa? Good morning.
Congratulations, my lord. The future of Wolffort is looking brighter than ever.
Today's the day, is it not? We're all ready for the big moment. Thank you, everyone.
Young Master, Lord Serenoa. So, you were here after all.
Ah, Benedict. It would seem word has reached the people already.
You can thank Eridor for that. He couldn't refrain from blabbing the news to anyone who would listen. I'll have a talk with him after.
This is a momentous day, not merely for our domain, but for all of Glenbrook.
FYI, you may not see my Steam achievements come up. I haven't played through this. I made 33, 34 videos. I got all the way up to level 21, chapter 13, some part something or another. So I'm gonna try to go to another way than what I already did, just in case y'all don't see the oh, almost dropped my phone achievements on the screen. FYI, that's why. This is my third time recording this series, and hopefully that sounds better than the first two.
I do not think it possible to keep it a secret.
This is well and true, my lord, but you must consider your betrothed's lineage.
I'm well aware of the situation, Benedict. I cannot say for sure what repercussions this may have. What I do know is that the people rejoice for us and harbor hope for the future. As the future Lord of House Wolfort, I must rise to the occasion.
Fine resolve, my lord. As House Steward, I will do all in my power to assist.
Thank you, Benedict. It is heartening to have the support of my father's right-hand man.
Shall we head to the port then, my lord?
Let's go meet the woman.
So soon? I had thought we would have more time.
The river's waters have risen with the heavy rainfall earlier this week. And given the wind, I think it likely that Esfrost's ship will arrive ahead of schedule.
You never cease to amaze. Very well then, let us be on our way.
Well, let's go meet her. Well, that's not very far at all. World map. Selecting event markers on the world map will advance story. There are two types of events, main and sub. Main events are crucial to the plot, while sub events are entirely optional, but will disappear for the map as the story progresses. So we're gonna hit the side ones first before we hit the main. So we're gonna hit the side stories before we hit the main storyline. If we have the choice, may not always get us, a little side event. So yeah. But just FYI, so y'all guys know, I'm gonna show off the story as much as possible. Roster inventory. War Chronicles and system has been added to the main menu. it's just gonna show you how to get to your roster, and that just shows you about saving. There's auto save, so there's really no need to save unless you need to do an emergency save because you got other stuff to do. Alright, so if you got any side missions, there'll be a green little exclamation mark. There ain't none, so let's continue. Main story. A Astrofice warship arrives at the Wolffort Harbor, where a woman with rose-colored hair and her attendant disembark. Well, at least we know what color hair is now. It's red. Kinda looks pink though. Looks pink on the TV or on the monitor.
I thank you for the escort. You are free to go.
Lady Frederica, there is no one here to receive you.
He will be along shortly, no doubt. If I have heard true, he is not the type to keep a lady waiting.
By your leave, then. We wish you everlasting happiness, my lady.
Thank you. I shall work hard, both for my new home and for my motherland. Please let brother, the Archduke, know that.
My brother's the Archduke. I don't know what the hell the Archduke is, or what, like on the ranking scale and their military that the Archduke is. Kept calling him Archduke.
As you command, my lady. We leave the rest to you, Gila.
I shan't let you down.
Alright, so I kind of find some of this stuff funny. So when you see it says Sir, they spell it out as S-E-R instead of S-I-R. Shouldn't. It says saying I shouldn't let you down. It's spelled S-H-A-N, low comma, T. Just little things I've noticed.
Phew, Glenbrook at last. Finally, we can take a moment of respite from our long journey. That said, it would seem we've arrived ahead of schedule.
I much prefer it to being late.
I actually agree with her. So when I'm heading to work, I'm usually 30 minutes early, minimum. So that's something I like to do as well.
This is a momentous day for Esfrost, and for the entire realm. We cannot afford to make a bad first impression.
You don't know about first impressions. They last a lifetime.
I agree, which is why we cannot have you looking so tense. Why don't we go for a bit of a stroll?
A fine idea. After all, this may be the last time in a while that I am free to do as I please.
Point taken.
Most are not inclined to grant liberty to one of Rosellan heritage, such as me.
You brought that pendant with you?
Of course. It is the only memento I have of my mother.
No stat. One dead. Two dead. I love these two.
Little lady. Letting a whole boatload of guards go back home was a stroke of genius. We heard tell you'd be here, and we wanted to be the ones to welcome you.
The winds of fortune are blowing today, aren't they, Pa? Brigands!
Stand back, Frederica. I shan't let them have you.
I shan't let them have you. Shan't. I might add that to my vocabulary. That actually sounds kind of funny. Alright, so this is recommend level 2. Still no sub events. Let me get my cursor off the damn game, shall we? Shortly after their arrival, Frederick blah, 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 blah. Frederica and Galeo are waylaid by bandits. Meanwhile, Serenoa makes his way to the harbor. It also gives you a recommended level for the thing too. Which we start out level 1,
What
I
do you
believe.
intend to do with us?
Make our little hostages is all. And wring every last coin out of the duchy and House Wolford.
What's with that pink hair, though? Ya Rosellen? And that lady looks like she's from Hyzant. Did we go after the wrong boat?
Impossible! Ship was full of Esfrosti soldiers.
Enough! I am without a doubt.
Mm.
Have you bandits no shame? Attacking 2 innocent women?
And just who in the hell are you?
Alright, so conviction. In Norzelia, there are 3 major guiding conviction prevail: utility, morality, and liberty. These take form of invisible parameters that are influenced by the choices you make throughout the game. Recruiting allies. Your decisions will shape the Shinora's convictions as well as influence which companions may join his cause. Alright, who are you exactly? A band of common brigands? From the looks of it, you don't know who? Surrender now and we can resolve this peacefully. You two bear striking resemblance. Might you be father and daughter? Like, I don't understand why you'd say that. That I can get because we're Lord of Wolfort and we're in Wolfort. But this one I like.
Who are you exactly? Band of common brigands from the looks of it.
Got you curious, huh? You can call me Travis. Leader of the fiercest band of brigands this realm's ever seen.
And I'm his daughter, Trish.
Travis and Trish.
We've 100 men at our beck and call. You'd be wise to surrender while you have the chance.
A bluff, to be sure. I doubt the man would lead his own daughter into battle if he truly commanded such an army.
Most astute, my lord. This is doubtless the extent of their mighty band.
Enough of your whispering. Now tell us who you are, you bloody cowards.
Only a fool would reveal such precious knowledge to his foe.
Hey, who you calling a fool?
Apparently you.
Enough of this. You'll regret ruining our plans.
To arms, my lord.
To arms.
Stand back, the both of you.
No, we fight together. I brought this upon us through my indiscretion. Pray allow me to help.
My lady.
I am the teacher of the arcane arts, and Frederica is a most apt pupil.
I can assure you we shan't be a burden.
Then I ask for your support from the back lines.
And you shall have it.
Why didn't you tell me you were having such fun? I would have joined you sooner.
What are you doing here?
Let us talk later. Now, I believe we have some lawless ruffians to rout.
Indeed we do. Let's get it, boys. Alright, Bennett gets aptitude in battle. Unwavering support with a strategic edge. Edge comrades with various support abilities. Alters the turn of his allies. I keep wanting to call her Francesca. Frederick, blah, blah, blah. Alright, well, the main character, the female main character, a pyromancer who fires ignite chaos on the battlefield to cast sweeping spells to assault multiple enemies. You can use fire spells to set flammable squares ablaze. Which that's like, I guess you'd say like dot damage. It'd do like, you know, damage over time as long as they're still standing in the fire. Galil, blah. In battle, brings balance to the battlefield with powerful healing magic. Specializes in HP recovery magic. Healing spells are even more efficient on allies and mortal damage. So lower your hit points more, it's gonna heal. I'm guessing. May not be how it works, but. So I've never played on hard before. This will be my first time.
I hope you adults are ready to learn a hard lesson. You'll need more than numbers to beat us.
Their confidence is admirable, at least. Orders, my lord?
Give them no quarter. We cannot allow brigands to have the run of Wolford.
Just who are these people anyway?
Now, Benedict.
And battle positioning turn order, there are 2 keys to victory. Attacks from higher ground. Then that of your target, damage increases damage. Attack from behind are guaranteed. Score the critical hit. The mark will appear when you can perform a back attack. In order which units take action is determined by their speed attribute. Upcoming turn order is displayed via the AT bar at the bottom of the screen. And that's just your camera controls.
Think you got what it takes to best my family? Ha! Fools, the lot of you. Coming through. Give them a fight, men. Distinguish yourself in battle and you receive your due reward.
Alright, panels and lines of moving. Alright, so blue within the range, they can attack. Purple indicates they can move within range and attack. Red lines indicates enemies can hit the unit. Red lines indicate your attack range. Yellow indicates the area of effect.
We do not take kindly to thievery here in Wolford. You will pay for your crimes. Defeat is not an option.
Alright, so since you can get back attacked, we're gonna wait for them to come to us. Okay, so that's just about items. It'll give you a description down here at the bottom. So.
You think you're all high and mighty, huh? Well, we'll show you we're no slouches ourselves. Point me at 'em. We're just trying to make a living here.
Our land has no place for those who disregard the law. I see a path to victory.
Alright, I'm gonna keep him here.
All for
And he's Raging Beast. Alright, so she has strength and magic damage increase. Looks like it lasts for 3 turns. Alright, so we're gonna put him up here.
Shall we make it a contest, my friend? Let us see who brings down more of these ruffians.
I think not. Whatever would I tell your father if harm were to befall you?
These are no ordinary men.
Let us remain calm and clear-headed. That is our surest path to victory. Shall we begin?
Alright, so she just has heal and your basic attack. So.
We must defend ourselves from this danger that threatens us. I will end this.
Move her here. Alright, so he has an attack. He has an attack. Follow attack, physical attacks, any allies on the opposite side. Pretty much do it like a pincer attack and be a follow-up attack. Okay. I could be hit by 2 other people.
I'll make this
quick.
Alright, so delay attack just moved him from turn 11 to turn 12. So now we're gonna move him here.
For victory.
Let me heal
Try
your
to draw
wounds.
her in.
Be at ease.
This will help.
Alright, so the little dots are your tactical
I
points.
see a path to victory. It is time to strike.
Make way. Allow
Alright, so she's turning around. Scorch. We're gonna wait on her. Oh, they can do that. Move him here.
Hope you're ready. Defeat is not an option. I'll make this quick.
I shall try my level best.
Now!
We mustn't lose heart. Be at ease.
Allow me. Blade, heed my call.
Alright, we got rid of one.
Ready for battle.
I won't lose. This is it. My turn. And where shall we strike?
He hit pretty good.
Perish.
Alright, he's down. Dang, she got pincered.
Try out their weakness. That seemed to
I
work.
shall do what I can. Allow me.
Much appreciated.
Let me show you what I've learned.
Blade, heed my call.
Damn it! Sheer goal. Take this.
Alright, nice. We got a critical.
Coming through. The situation is grim. Perish, Mark.
Nice.
Point me at him.
I see a path to victory.
Alright, so we only have 5 heals.
Let us reverse our fortunes.
I'll heal her.
Allow me.
Have her heal herself. Move her all the way back here.
I fight for peace.
Move her over there.
Damn it! What to do now?
Alright. Need to heal him up.
Hope you're ready. The situation is grim. Use
Much
this.
appreciated. Make way. Ouch. Allow me.
Alright, so now we can do Scorch.
Two action. Oh no.
I shall try my level best. That
Allow
seems to
me.
work.
Nice.
Future.
To lead
Both leveled up.
must grow.
Shall we begin? Your wounds are
My thanks.
Nice, he's dead.
Honor of House Wolford.
Take her from 3 to 7. His next turn's 9.
My turn.
I must find a way. It is time to strike.
Appreciated.
I will end this. Here I come.
Cool heads shall prevail. Be at ease.
I will remember
Ready for battle!
Charge! That's it! For my kingdom!
Nice, he leveled up.
For the honor of House Wolford.
Alright, now he went from 2 to 5.
We've been weakened.
Allow me.
Have her heal herself.
One step closer to
Boom.
this. Let us pry out their weakness. Your defense is weak.
I fight for peace. To act. Oh no! For a better world.
Alright, now she's 9.
Let my guard down!
Let's do double thrust.
My lance strikes true.
Nice. Alright, spools. Enemies. Fallen enemies usually drop spools at the end of the allies' turn on square containing spools to claim it. Enemies can also claim rewards. That's lame. Exquisite spools. Alright, so these are the ones you don't have to pick up. They automatically give you. And they'll show us the spools at the end.
Situation is grim.
I need this.
I see a path to victory. That seemed to work.
We've been weakened. Be at ease.
My turn.
I fight for peace.
Let my guard down!
For victory!
Nice, she missed. Let's grab the spools.
This is not an option. I'll make this quick.
Follow my lead. That's
Nice.
I shall try my level best.
So he gets his turn in a couple turns.
You left yourself
That
open.
seemed to work.
Cool heads shall prevail. Be at ease.
You have my gratitude. Let me show you what I've learned.
Scorch.
For victory!
Alright, let's get him moved down here.
I got careless.
Ugh.
What a mess!
Whew, whew.
Father.
Oh, Jesus. And take him to 8.
I'll make this quick.
And it's a critical.
I see a path to victory.
Healer should be next.
Shall we begin? Be at ease.
This will help.
I
Nice.
fight for peace.
We can win this! Let my guard down! All that!
Father.
Oof. Oof. Alright, so he's gonna die either way.
My stratagem is superior.
Damn it all! This can't be!
Alright.
We mustn't lose heart. Be at ease.
There is no mercy on the battlefield. I
I have your back.
I can do it!
My turn.
I will end this. With the... Oh no!
18 damage.
Won't beat me.
What would Father do?
Nice.
Through this day, you bastards!
That was actually tough. I had to think on that one.
Strength.
Instead of just rushing it, I had to actually think about what I was gonna do. So kudos is used for a different type of source. I'll show you that when we get at encampment, which is pretty much that's where all the non-storyline characters are gonna be. Spoils. That's the spoils we got. Iron is learn skills and stuff like that. Weapon upgrades. You got a large hit point, and then we got 880 gold.
Wait, I know that face. That's the Wolford Lordling.
What's that you say?
Wolfort? It can't be.
What are they doing here so damn soon?
This ain't what we planned for. Let's get out of here.
We're a bunch of no-good thieves. At least they know when they're in over their heads.
I would have preferred to apprehend them and see them atone for their crimes, but so be it.
Your bride-to-be is safe. Isn't that what matters?
My bride-to-be.
Yeah. We don't forget we're getting married, apparently.
My sincerest apologies. I had no idea we were being trailed by bandits. But where are my manners? I am Frederica of the Grand Duchy of Esfrost. I have come to fulfill our agreement. I am honored to join you in marriage and to call House Wolfort my new home.
The honor and pleasure is mine, Lady Frederica. Pray forgive me for not introducing myself sooner.
Oh, so it's Frederica. I gotta try to remember that. Instead of calling her Francesca.
To think you'd fight at each other's side in battle before exchanging your vows. Though, I dare say that it bodes well for Wolford that its new lord and lady make such a fine team.
Your Highness! Here you are. Why, the entire Kingsguard has been scouring the land for you.
Did you sneak out of the castle again, Roland?
When I heard my best friend's betrothed was arriving in Glenbrook, I simply couldn't miss the occasion.
While we appreciate the sentiment, perhaps you should have said something to the king.
I'm the least of my dear father's concerns. Though I suspect Huette will think otherwise. I suppose I'd best be on my way back. Rest easy, my fair Lady Frederica. You are in good hands here. I look forward to celebrating your union. Till we meet again.
His ring bore the insignia of Glenbrook's royal family. Could that have been...
Prince Roland, King Regna's younger son.
So, her first time, you know, meeting us, and we're not what she thinks, but she also meets the youngest prince of the land of Glenbrook.
So a lord and a prince drove off a band of brigands by their own hand. What a fascinating nation we've come to, Frederica.
This is Sheila, my tutor and attendant.
Famed is the martial prowess of the Wolforts. It was an honor to be able to witness it firsthand.
Allow me to introduce myself. I am Serenoa of House Wolfort. And this is Benedict, trusted steward of my family.
It is my honor to serve Lord Serenoa in any and all matters.
On behalf of House Wolfort, I welcome you to our domain.
Domain, I feel like that's spelled different as well.
You may think this is an odd question, my lord, but I ask it nonetheless. What does the color of my hair mean to you?
Alright, so let's get through them real quick. Start from the bottom. I think nothing to be surprised about. We have Rosolian living in our domain. In our very domain. I find your courage more noteworthy than your appearance. You held your own out there on the battlefield. If it's not too forward for me to say so, I find it most beautiful. Alright, so last time I hit her with the moves, you know, hit her with that smoothness. Now we're just gonna be, you know, nice, I guess you could say.
I think it nothing to be surprised about. We have Roselle living in our very domain.
You are kind to say so. And yet, there are some who would say that this hair is proof of my ancestors' sins, and shun me for it.
Rest assured that no one in House Wolfort would say such terrible things. There is nothing you need worry about here.
Thank you, my lord.
Lady Frederica, everyone awaits. Allow us to escort you back to Castle Wolfort.
Thank you, Benedict. It would be my honor.
Alright, so we got Frederick and Galea joined our forces. So we just got 2 more people. Alright, so Roland's going back to the castle and we're going to Wolfort.
Serenoa of Glenbrook's House Wolfort and Frederica of Esfrost will unite in marriage to strengthen the ties between.
Oh shit, hit the button too soon.
In doing so, the newfound allies hope to hold their own in the face of Hyzant's salt monopoly, which continues even now, decades after the war. Who could have known that this was but a prelude to an uprising that would engulf all of Norzelia in the flames of war?
Encampment has been added to the main menu. Provisioner is now available at the encampment. You can select the equipment for the main menu to access Werewolf's Army encampment. Additional features will be unlocked as the story progresses. Alright, so there's also a side story here. But let's check out the encampment. Alright, so the only person we have right now is the merchant guy. Can purchase items and accessories and sell unwanted items in your possession. You cannot reap the benefits of accessories simply by purchasing them. You must also equip them to an ally of your choosing. This. So we only have 880. So what I'm gonna do is just buy materials. That's it. That's all we're gonna do. This is really new and out here, so let's get out of here. Alright, let's start with at Windholm Castle. home of Glenbrook's royal family, preparations begin for a grand ceremony to commemorate a new age of harmony between the three nations. Let's see what's going on here. Ooh, this is gonna be a long app. Let's go.
Wherever did my fool brother run off to? I explicitly told him I wanted him here when we welcome our guests.
Franny's starting to sound like a douche. And we just started the game.
It would seem Prince Roland shrugged off the King's Guard and went on a little excursion, as he's wont to do. I swear it's as if the boy exists to drive us mad.
He is an embarrassment to our family.
That's a little rough.
I will see to matters myself.
Your honored guests have arrived, Your Highness.
I see new faces among them. I trust you can tell me more, Claris.
Claris. Odd name.
But of course, Your Highness.
Our first look at the three nations.
The imposing-looking woman over there is General Avlora of Esfrost. Her prowess in battle is such that some say she is the second coming of Groma Ironfist, hero of the Salt Iron War. If the rumors of her strength are true, she is more likely to emerge victorious than any but the Dawnspear himself. Over there is Minister Exham Marshal of the Holy State of Hyzant. He is the newest appointee to the Saintly Seven, and has been placed in charge of the military and diplomatic affairs. 'Tis a rise to prominence nigh unheard of for one so young.
A general of the Grand Duchy and Hyzant's young hope. I imagine this will not be the last I hear of them. I know this man. Sorsley End of Hyzant, yes?
Just so, my lord. As you doubtless know, he is the Holy State's Minister of Salt. A prestigious position, though it is said he feels threatened by Minister Exham of late.
So even the great monolith that is the Holy State is not immune to internal strife.
Intriguing.
Thank you, Claris. I can see they were not wrong to tap you to lead the consortium.
As the officially appointed bookmaker for the tournament, it would not do for me to be ignorant of the combatants.
Your Highness, Lord Thalos and Lady Erica, brother and sister of the Archduke, have arrived. They will be joining the festivities in Archduke Gustadolf's stead.
Word has it that Lord Thalos has been appointed Prime Minister, which would make him the second most influential individual in all of Esfrost.
Archduke Gustadolf is said to prize freedom more than anything. It would seem that includes the freedom to put his own family above all.
With all due respect, Your Highness, the decisions of another nation are their own. Do take care not to say anything that might offend our new allies.
You need not remind me, Patriot. I know there is little to be gained from quarreling with Esfrost's ruling family. Honored guests, I am Franny, Crown Prince of Glenbrook. It is an honor to welcome you to our kingdom in my father's stead. I can assure you we have spared no effort in preparing for tomorrow's festivities. Let us ring in this new age of alliance together. Though I imagine some may be too occupied awing us with their prowess in the tourney to enjoy the revelry themselves. Allow me to escort you to Whiteholm Castle, where the ceremony will take place, whenever you're ready.
There's more? Jesus, Lord. That's a long
Prince
sub-event.
Roland, finally you return.
At ease, Huet. I trust all was well in my absence.
Oh, so this is Silhouette.
Well enough. Another visit to the Wolfort domain, was it?
She's one of my favorites to use.
Indeed, on minor business. My apologies for leaving unannounced.
Apologies indeed. You know full well that I am under strict orders from your father to accompany you on any excursions outside the castle.
I'm perfectly capable of taking care of myself. Besides, no one would lose any sleep if something happened to me. Father and Franny least of all. Even Cordelia would get along perfectly fine without her brother.
Well, I would not. Or have you forgotten that you are my one and only sworn liege?
Huet. Forgive me, truly. It won't happen again.
I should hope not. So it is true that you plan to fight in the tourney on the morrow, and alongside House Wolfort, no less.
How did you...
His Grace told me, when he commanded me to keep you out of trouble.
So Father knew all along.
And so I have decided to fight at your side. You won't be slipping away on my watch this time.
As you wish.
Alrighty. I guess that's it. So, having routed the bandit Snare and his retunant make their way back to Castle Wolfort. I probably screwed that word all to hell.
Welcome back, the both of you.
Oh, that woman right there. Another one of my favorites.
Were there any troubles while we were out?
None to speak of, aside from Eridor here. But what else is new?
Out with it, Benedict! I heard you were beset by brigands. Is the young lord safe?
Eridor was one of my favorites as well. He's most hilarious.
Lower your voice. Must you always shout so? Or can't you see that it was that big mouth of yours that invited trouble in the first place?
There is no cause for concern, Eridor. Besides, I'm not a child anymore.
Mayhap not, my lord. But I've known you since you were knee-high to a... never yet.
I believe that saying goes knee-high to a grasshopper.
And this must be the young lord's bride-to-be.
I am Frederica. It is a pleasure and honor to meet you all.
I've never heard that name, ever. Frederica, that's just... sounds very unique.
And I am Gila, her attendant. Pleased to make your acquaintance.
Same thing with the name of Gila. I've never heard that one. A person being named that as well. Then again, this is medieval time, so...
Allow me to introduce those in service of House Wolfort. This is Eridor, Master-at-Arms and Commander of our military forces.
Eridor's a damn tank.
You'll be the lady of House Wolfort. No harm will befall you as long as I'm around.
And this is Anna, my right hand.
If you require anything, just say the word.
They may not be of my blood, but they are my family just the same. And from this day on, they're your family as well.
I am aware that in all of Glenbrook, House Wolfort is second only to the royal family in power and influence. I will do my best not to disappoint you.
A joyous day this is! The little lord grew up and found himself the perfect bride.
Nah, it brings a tear to my eye.
His voice certainly does carry.
Sorry, my lady, but you'll have to get used to it.
My lord, your father awaits you in his chambers. As for me, I must stay and discuss the preparations for tomorrow's festivities with Anna and Eridor.
Lady Frederica, pray come with me. Father is expecting us.
Anna and Eldor joined your forces. So we just got 2 more people. So that's us, Anna, Eridor, Frederica, and Benedict. So that's 5. Anna's attributes in battle: strikes enemies from the shadows, takes 2 actions and at the same turn can conceal herself from enemy eyes. Eridor's ability: shields. Has superb defense, throws enemies, attacks, counterattacks when a physical blow by a adjusted enemy.
As you are well aware, there are 2 events of utmost importance to be conducted before Lord Serenella and his bride are wed.
The ceremony to commemorate the joint mining venture.
Still can't believe I'll be seeing the day when we break ground on a new mine right here in Glenbrook. And with the full support of Esfrost and Hyzant, no less.
You can thank King Regnant for that. It was by his most wise and generous proposal that the 3 nations of Norzelia now strive toward a common goal. Needless to say, delegates from each nation will be joining in the festivities.
From the Grand Duchy of Esfrost, Lord Dragan Esfrost, who is overseeing the technical side of the mining operations. The Holy State of Hyzant will be represented by Minister Lila Viscraft of the Saintly Seven. And our own Lord Simon will serve as Glenbrook's delegate, and meet with the 2 before the ceremony. Yes?
Quite so. After that, it will be House Wolfort's responsibility to see that our honored guests feel welcome. Anna, I would trust you safeguarding both Lord Dragan and Minister Lila.
Consider it done.
Then once that stuffy ceremony is over, we can get to the real highlight of the day. The tourney! Ah, my blood's already rushing, just envisioning the greatest warriors from all the realm clashing swords.
From Esfrost, the much-renowned General of Laura. And from Hyzant, Minister Exham Marshall. I have heard much of his prowess as well.
Then, of course, there's our reigning victor, the pride of Glenbrook, Sir Maxwell the Dawnspear. Still, I wish him all the best of luck against their hosts. They'll need it to beat House Wolfort.
On that matter, there are 2 things I should make clear. Prince Roland has expressed a desire to join the tourney as a member of House Wolfort's contingent.
Oh.
Why would the boy want to fight with us and not his own arms master?
Apparently, he originally formally requested to do just that, but King Regna would not allow it.
Oh. That's that sucks.
And so we came to the young lord in hopes of finding another way in. Well, he's more than welcome in my book. The royal family said we're free to put together our own contingent after all. I reckon His Majesty would be beside himself with joy if we could deliver a beating to Esfrost and Hyzant.
Doubtless so. Very well. I shall inform the prince that he is welcome in our ranks.
Finally, there is the matter of Lord Simon's health.
Ruh-roh, his health.
Indeed. Sadly, the lord of the house is in no condition to participate in the tourney. Barring some miracle, I anticipate that Lord Serenoa will have to fight in his Lord Father's stead.
Lord Simon. I suppose age takes its toll on even the mightiest of men. So be it then. You can leave watching over the young lord and Prince Roland to me.
Good. I remind you that while this is a joyous occasion, all of our attendees have their own reasons for coming. Let us not give them an opportunity to catch us unaware.
Well. Alright, so there's no more sub. Lord Seaman head of House Wolford welcomes Franerica into his home, both as his future daughter-in-law and a symbol of Glenbrook and Frost. Uniting? Well.
Father, I bring to you my betrothed, the Lady Frederica.
A pleasure to meet you, my lord. I am Frederica of House Esfrost.
Ho ho! The pleasure is all mine.
Were it not for the efforts of House Wolfort, the Saltiron War would rage on still today. I do not deserve the honor of joining your esteemed family, but I will endeavor to serve you all the same.
There is no need for such formalities, my girl. You are tired from your journey, I am sure. Pray rest easy tonight.
Thank you, my lord. I believe that in any journey, the first step is the most important. Before we go forward together, I should like to know why you chose to welcome one of Rosellan blood, such as I.
Oh, I'd heard you were a strong-willed one.
Pray forgive my insolence. And yet, I am set to marry into a mighty house of a foreign nation. I should like to know what you wish of me, that I might live up to your expectations.
A most reasonable request. Both of you, listen well.
Yes, Father.
Your marriage was agreed upon by Glenbrook and Esfrost, that the ties between our two nations might be strengthened.
To give us more leverage against Hyzant with their monopoly over salt.
Precisely. With Glenbrook and Esfrost consolidating their power, Hyzant was left with little choice but to join the alliance. And yet, while Lady Frederica is indeed the Archduke's sister, at the same time she is the daughter of a Rosellan concubine. And House Wolford, for all our military prowess, is no more than a bannerman of the king. If the aim was to forge the strongest bond we could between our two nations...
It would be far more appropriate for my sister, Lady Erica, to wed the Crown Prince of Glenbrook.
Just so, yet neither nation chose that. And do you know why?
So that if relations between our two countries were to take a turn for the worse...
We could be cast away like pawns.
Precisely. Such are the schemes of those who rule nations.
I understand now. And yet, no matter how impure the intentions behind this arrangement may be, I will not bring dishonor to the Wolfort name.
Well said, my son. If that is your decision, then...
Father!
Lord Simon!
I am an old man, and my health is
not what it once was. For this reason and more, I have made my decision. As of this day, I abdicate my position as Lord of House Wolford. You will serve in my stead from tomorrow forth, my son.
But, Father, I am not ready to...
My decision is not made lightly. You have already shown me, with your words and your deeds, that you are more than ready. Think always about what your subjects need from you. Weigh your choices carefully, then take action. Do so, and I have no doubt you will make a great lord. And trust in Benedict. He shall serve you as well as he did me.
Thank you, Father. I will spare no effort that one day I may be as beloved by our people as you.
Lady Frederica, your fate is not a simple one. There are many who would try to use the both of you as pawns in their own schemes. Even so, I hope that you will be there to support my son through it all, as his wife, but also as your own person. This is House Wolford's entreaty, and the wish of a father.
Of course, my lord. It was my intention from the moment I boarded the ship.
Beg pardon, my lord, but Lord Dragan and Minister Lila have arrived.
Very well. Presiding over tonight's banquet will be my final duty as Lord of the House. Tomorrow's ceremony will mark the beginning of yours, my son. And after that will be your wedding. Rest well tonight, both of you, for busy days lie ahead.
Alright, that's the chapter. Young Hawk Soars completed. That's pretty much your intro. Alright, so we're going to end it here. I'll catch you on the next episode of Triangle Strategies. Till next time, make sure you hit that like and subscribe, and I'll see y'all in the next video. Later.